This is a story about something that happened to me when I was younger. It's one of those experiences that you can never quite shake off, no matter how hard you try. Even now, when I think about it, it sends a chill down my spine. It all started one summer when my friends and I decided to go camping in the woods. These woods weren't too far from where we lived, and we'd all been there before. But that weekend, something felt different. We set up our tents around a small clearing surrounded by thick trees that blocked out most of the sunlight. It felt peaceful, too peaceful in fact. There was a stillness in the air that was almost unnatural, but we were young and excited, so we didn't think much of it. As night fell, we gathered around the campfire laughing and telling stories. The fire crackled, its warmth keeping the cold of the forest at bay. But at some point the conversation slowed, and we noticed something strange. From deep within the woods, we heard something. A sound. A faint whistling. At first, we thought it was just the wind. But the more we listened, the clearer it became. It wasn't wind, it was a whistle. And it wasn't just a random whistle. It was rhythmic, almost deliberate, like someone was standing out there, just watching us. We stopped talking and all of us turned toward the darkness of the trees, straining to hear. It came again, a low, sharp whistle. Then, a pause. And another whistle, this time closer. The air grew cold. We were all on edge, but no one dared speak. Then one of my friends, Sarah, whispered something that made my heart drop.
Do you think it's him?
We all knew exactly what she meant. There had been rumors, local legends about a man who had once lived near these woods. A man who would wander the trees, whistling at night, never seen, but always heard. They said he had gone mad, after losing everything he loved, and that he still roamed the forest waiting for someone to come close enough. We'd all heard the stories, but we had never taken them seriously. But now, standing there in the middle of the woods with that whistle ringing in our ears, none of us felt brave enough to laugh it off. Another sharper whistle echoes from the woods. Then, we saw it. A shadow, dark against the trees just beyond the firelight. It was tall, impossibly still, like a figure waiting for something. I couldn't make out any details, just the outline of a person standing there, just watching us. We were frozen, not knowing what to do. And then, the whistling started again. Closer, this time. But this time, there was something different about it. It was sharp, urgent, almost like it was calling us. In a panic, we grabbed our flashlights, shining them into the darkness, but there was nothing there. The shadow had disappeared, and the whistling stopped as suddenly as it had begun. We didn't sleep that night. We packed up and left as soon as dawn broke, not even bothering to take down our tents. We didn't talk about what happened, but we all knew something had been out there, and no one ever went back to those woods. To this day, I don't know who or what was whistling in those woods. Maybe it was just the wind, maybe it wasn't. But every time I hear a whistle late at night, I remember that feeling of something or someone just out of reach, watching, waiting. Thanks for listening. If you've ever experienced something like this, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you found this story chilling, make sure to like and subscribe for more real-life mysteries.